Hello friends, my name is BK Kollapure. We will see the slope and deflection. There are two methods to find out the slope and deflection. One is the double integration method, another is the Maculus method. Last video we have seen what is double integration method. Let us take some problems by using double integration method. We have seen in double integration method, we integrate the bending moment equation twice. Let us take a cantilever subjected to point load or concentrated load. Suppose if I take a cantilever beam, AB, it is subjected to load B, so this will get deflected this will get deflected in this form. So here at B you see the deflection is YB, and if I draw a tangent here, if you see to the initial position, there is a rotation theta. So now here this is a rotation at B, will call it as theta B. Now suppose if I take a section here, suppose this is a beam, if I consider any section XX at a distance x from the fixed end. So if L is the length of the beam, then this distance will be L minus x. L minus x. So here we have considered beam carrying a load W at the free end. Let's consider section XX at a distance x from the fixed end. So in this chapter we are taking the distance from the fixed end, and we will write the bending moment. We know bending moment is given by M is equal to, what is the bending moment acting? There is only one force here, W, and the distance is L minus x. It is acting down, so the bending moment will be negative. Downwards bending moment is negative. So let us use the relation M is equal to EI d2y by dx square. This is a differential equation, and this is given by minus W into L minus x. Let us integrate this. If I integrate this, this will be EI dy by dx minus W into L into x. I am separating the term, minus W L x square by 2 plus C1. So C1 is the constant of integration, and dy by dx is the slope. And we know in case of fixed end, both slope and deflection are 0. Making use of this boundary condition, we can find out the constant C1 here. So here when x is equal to 0, dy by dx is equal to 0. So C1 will be equal to 0. X is 0, x is 0, this is also 0. So the value of C1 will be equal to 0. So EI dy by dx is equal to minus WLX minus WLX square by 2 plus 0. This equation we call it as the slope equation. At any distance x, you can find out what is the slope acting. Likewise, further integrating this to EI into y is equal to, if I integrate this, this will be minus WLX square by 2 minus WLX cube by 6 plus C2. Now C2 is the second constant of integration. Again we will use the boundary condition. Here there is no deflection, fixed, that is the benefit. So at x is equal to 0, y is equal to 0. So here if you simplify, you get the value of C2 is equal to 0. So if I substitute this, EI into y is equal to minus WL squared by 2 minus WL x cube by 6 plus Cp is equal to 0. This equation we call it as the deflection equation. We call this equation as the deflection equation. Now here there is rotation at B. So when x is equal to L, slope is theta b. So from equation 2, if I substitute x is equal to L, dy by dx will be equal to theta b. If I substitute here in this equation, ei theta b is equal to minus WL square, because I am substituting L x as L, minus WL cube, WL square cube divided by 2, and plus C1 is equal to 0. So WL x minus W L is not here, W x square by 2. So please see the correction in this. L is not here. It is W into Lx, Wx square by 2. So that L part will not be there. Now if I substitute that, so this will be L square. So this will be equal to minus WL square. So theta b will be equal to minus WL square by EI, minus WL square by 2EI, 1 by 2, 1 by 2, so this is half. So this is the slope equation at B. Likewise, we will find out the maximum deflection. Maximum deflection is the free end. So when x is equal to L, y is equal to YB. That is the slope at B. If I substitute that in the deflection equation, EIYB is equal to minus WL cube by 2, L into L square by 2, minus W, this L is not here, into L cube by 6. So this, if you simplify, you get W L cube by 3 minus WL cube by 3 minus, so YB will be equal to minus WL cube by 3EI. This is known as the deflection equation. Now if you see here, theta b is minus 1 by 2 minus will become plus minus. So here theta b is minus, and here this is the rotation that is taking place. It is rotating in the clockwise direction. Here the deflection is down. So both the values what we have got is negative. Slope is also negative and deflection is also negative. So this is a cantilever beam carrying a concentrated load at the free end. We will see a similar problem on a cantilever beam carrying UDL. Suppose if I take a cantilever beam carrying UDL, if it carries UDL, so this is a cantilever beam, it is carrying UDL. Let the length of the beam be L, this is B, this is A, this is W per unit length. So this beam is going to deflect like this. Again there is a maximum deflection at B as YB. If I take a tangent here, this is rotating as theta B. So here let us consider a section XX at a distance x from the fixed end, so that this distance will be L minus x, remaining distance. Now if I write moment as, if I take the bending moment here, so load acting is W into L minus x, and it will act at the center of L minus x divided by 2. It is acting down, so this will be minus. So here we get this equation as minus W into L minus X square divided by 2. Now we know moment is given by the differential equation EI d2y by dx square is equal to minus W by 2 into L minus X whole square. This equation I have written here. Now here, if I separate out the term or expand this term, so it will be a square plus b square minus 2ab. So this is the expansion. What we get, it will be simple for us to simplify this. So this will be equal to minus W by 2 into L square minus WX squared by 2 minus 2WLX. Now we will integrate it. First integration will give us the slope. If I integrate this, you get EI dy by dx is equal to, integrate this, minus WL squared x by 2 minus WX cube by 6 minus 2WLX square by 2. So this 2 gets cancelled. Plus C1 is the constant of integration. Now here, this equation, if I simplify, you get at x is equal to 0, slope dy by dx is equal to 0. If I substitute 0, 0, 0, 0, C1 will be equal to 0. So here EI dy by dx is equal to minus WL squared x by 2 minus WX cube by 6 minus WLX square. This is known as the slope equation. You can find out slope at any distance x. Suppose if I want to find out the slope at B, so at x is equal to L from here to here, so dy by dx will be equal to theta b. If I substitute this value in the slope equation, we get EI theta b is equal to minus WL cube by 2, x is L, minus WL cube by 6 minus WL cube. If you simplify this, you get the value as W minus WL cube by 6. So theta b will be equal to minus WL cube by 6 EI. It is negative because it is clockwise. Likewise, if I differentiate this equation once again, differentiating 1 with respect to x, then EI dy by dx will become y. Y is nothing but deflection, minus WL square x square by 4 minus WX raised to 4 by 6 4s are 24 minus WLX cube by 3 plus C2. Again you have to find out C2. We'll use the condition x is equal to 0, y is equal to 0. So C2 will also be equal to 0. So we get the deflection equation. EI into y is equal to minus WLX square by 4 minus WL squared x squared by 4 minus WX raised to 4 by 24 minus WL x raised to 3 divided by 2 is 3. C2 is 0 here. So we know maximum deflection at the end B. So when x is equal to L, y is equal to YB. If I substitute that here, you get EIYB is equal to minus WL raised to 4 by 4 minus WL raised to 4 by 24 minus WL raised to 4 divided by 3. If you simplify this, EIIB, you get the value as minus WL4 by 8. So YB will be equal to minus W L4 by 8 EI. So this is a deflection of the simply supported beam, cantilever beam when it is carrying the UDL for the whole length of the beam. On same lines, you can see the simply supported beams also. Please subscribe the channel for more videos. Press the bell icon for notifications. Comment for questions in the comment section. Thank you.